Hello everybody. Welcome to the adventures of the town electrician. When I was a little boy, my grandma had this little wooden loaf of bread called the daily bread, and stuffed inside that were these Bible verses that, we'd pull one out before we'd go to school every day and read it, and that was, to be our guide for the day or to be our inspiration for the day. And I have the same thing at my house, kind of. It's just different sayings, I keep on a sheet of paper and I read them on occasion when I feel the need to. And one of the sayings is, "Listen to the dull and ignorant, for they too have a story to tell." Well, that congressman from Wisconsin there, Paul Ryan, that responded to the president's State of the Union address, sure fit that bill for being the dull and ignorant. I mean, Congressman, we're way smarter than that out here in the real world. I mean, you told a great story, but you just didn't say anything. And you said all this stuff, which is true. We need a smaller government and cut spending and all this. We can't disagree with you there, but you just have no plan. And I mean, it's just like with the health care bill. Your campaign promise was to repeal and replace, and you just have nothing to replace it with. And so I think last night's, your rebuttal to the president last night kind of iced the cake. You just don't have a plan. You Republicans, do you? So it was funny, one of my Facebook friends too got on and said, you look like little Eddie Munster, and I had to laugh at that because you really were a spitting image of Eddie Munster. So Congressman, I hope you get this message. And like I said, it was a great story. But there's a tooth fairy too. So, all right, thanks for joining me down here on your international border. Adios.